In this video, I'm going to go ahead and share with you about Woosah, or finding calm in a turbulent situation. A turbulent situation can be losing your job, being stuck with a pile of bills, like failing your exam, diagnosed with an illness. Woosah is actually a slang term that comes from the Bad Boys movie. What Woosah is unable to do is give you a solution, but what it can do is give you a state of mental and emotional clarity so that you have an attitude of building a way towards a solution. Woosah is a temporary relief rather than a permanent relief. What Woosah is more of a hang on until you are ready for the next step. So what is Woosah? It's that moment right before you go down the rabbit hole. It is catching yourself on that edge. So how can you Woosah? By being still with your mind, be around nature, being around inspiration, having affirmations. So these were the few tips. Hey, and welcome to another segment with me, Prak, at Preach with Prak. How are you guys doing? In this video, I'm going to go ahead and share with you about Woosah, or finding calm in a turbulent situation. Turbulent situations can be something along the lines of losing your job and being stuck with a pile of bills, something like failing your exam, and a very important exam, or something along the lines of being diagnosed with an illness. The term Woosah is actually a slang term that comes from the Bad Boys movie, but what it means is trying to find a calm state in a turbulent situation. What Woosah is unable to do is give you a solution, but what it can do is give you a state of mental and emotional clarity so that you have an attitude of building a way towards a solution. I want to go ahead and also remind you that Woosah is a temporary relief rather than a permanent relief. What Woosah is more of a hang on until you are ready for the next step. And also, Woosah is for your mental, your emotional, and possibly your spiritual health. And there are other types of health that is part of our being. There's financial health, there's social health, there's physical health. Woosah is mainly for your emotional and mental health, which also could use some relief and assistance, especially if you find yourself in a turbulent situation. So what is Woosah? Woosah is that breath. It's that moment right before you go down the rabbit hole of anger, rage, sadness. It is catching yourself on that edge before you go down the pitfall and emotionally and mentally exhaust yourself. So how can you Woosah? You can definitely start by being still with your mind. Because during such turbulent situations, you may find that your mind is racing. If you remember from the 10 Commandments for your mind, our mind is like a horse and you're the rider. And so during such turbulent situations, your mind could probably race with thoughts of anxiety, with thoughts of fear, and none of them may really be true, and none of them may be beneficial to your emotional and mental health. So it helps to be still with your mind. It also helps to be around nature. It is the majestic characteristic of nature that can remind us that we are of earth rather than of the world. That can remind us that we are of the universe rather than just the globe. And sometimes such instances can help us find that calm in a turbulent situation. And finally, being around inspiration. Being around, having inspiration around you, having affirmations around you can also help you find that Woosah and channel that Woosah energy so that you can find a state of peace in a turbulent mind, in a turbulent situation. So these were the few tips I had for you on how you can find Woosah and how you can channel the energy of Woosah. If you appreciated the message of this video, please remember to like this video. If you know somebody who could utilize the benefits of this video, remember to share. And of course, if you in general like the messages that I bring to you, remember to hit that subscribe button. Again, my name is Prak. It's been a pleasure bringing a message of Woosah to you from Preach with Prak. Thank you. Want more of Preach with Prak? How about you go ahead and subscribe to our Rise and Shine to Your Purpose newsletter, available only on preachwithprak.com. Here I'll provide you a weekly message to guide you throughout the week and check in with you with a wellness questionnaire. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe to Rise and Shine to Your Purpose newsletter, available only on preachwithprak.com. Finding our purpose is like finding a root on the ground. Initially, you are unable to tell what that root is meant to do. But when you give it the opportunity to grow, to bloom, when you give it the time, care, and attention, you will see what that root is meant to be all along.